Hi, long time no see. I'm here with a book review, and I haven't done one for a while. So this is my August book review wrap up. Sorry about the camera. My that stand thing's broke, so I'm just making do with my mobile phone and everything. So that's why it's a weird angle. But anyway, I read 5 books in the month of August. I was hoping to read more. But I only got around to 5. So I'll start off with in chronological order. The first one I read was on audio, and that was Reason to Stay Alive by Matt Haig. Now this is the second book I read by him. This is the first book I've read that is non-fiction. The first one I read was The Last Family in England, which I think was his very first book he wrote, which is about a dog. I really enjoyed this one. To be honest, I absolutely loved it, and it shows you about his depression and how he copes with depression and things like that, and quite a lot of it hit home with me. Because I've also suffered depression too, and a lot of it hit home with me. And I gave it 5 stars out of 5. Yeah, it was really good. So if you like that kind of thing, I would recommend that to everybody. The next one I read was a new release, which I got from NetGalley. I read it on as an ebook, and it was Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. I have read, that's the 3rd book I've read by her. I've read His and Hers and Sometimes I Lie, and definitely Rock, Paper, Scissors is definitely my favourite of hers. Like another 5 stars. It's based about a married couple, and they go away on a holiday that the woman's won up in Scotland, and it's like a remote chapel in the middle of nowhere. But then lots of things start going weird, and yeah, I don't want to go into it too much, but it was really good, and I really recommend you read this. It's a great thriller and my best book by her so far. And then after that, I listened to another audio, which was The Eve Illusion, which is the 2nd book in the series. That's by Giovanni and Tom Fletcher. This follows Eve, who has escaped the tower from the first book, and what she's doing now, but then she finds that her father's been taken by the people in the tower, and she tries to go back to get him out. And I just really loved it, and I love it on listen to audio because I really love both the narrators, especially the one who does Bram. He's just got such a lovely voice, and he really sounds like he is Bram. So I gave that one 4 out of 5 stars, which is the same rating I gave the first one, but I can't wait to read the 3rd one in the trilogy when it finally comes out. Then I read my paperback, the only paperback I read this month, and that was Beartown. I have been wanting to read this for like so long. It's absolutely ridiculous. I first wanted this a few years ago, but I've never got around to it. I actually won this on an Instagram giveaway, so I was so excited. And I finally read it. I really enjoyed it. It's quite a long book. It's nearly 500 pages long, so it's quite long, and it's quite a lot based on hockey. It's based in a town, I think was it Sweden? It's based in Sweden, and it's like Beartown, and their lives revolve around ice hockey, basically. And then something happens with this girl, with one of the ice hockey players, and people start like taking sides, and it seems to be like the ice hockey is more important to what happened to this girl. And I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, and my first Frederick Backman book, which I really enjoyed, and I can't wait to read the second one of this, which is called Us Against You, and I really love the cover as well. It's lovely. And the last one I read was an audiobook, The Firekeepers Daughter. I'm not sure who it's by, Anne Maria, something like that. Andrew, I can't remember now. I can't remember who it's by. But I've seen it all over YouTube and Instagram, and I thought, I just love the cover. And I had no idea what this book was about, but I just went for it because of the cover. And I listened to it on audio, and it was okay. It was about this girl, Dantis, her name is. She's from a tribe in Canada, which I never even knew there was any tribes in Canada, so that's something I learnt. But then eventually... Well, because there's I can't really explain it really. There's something going on with the drugs in their town. Somebody's selling like, I think it's crystal meth or something, and then this guy comes to her school undercover. Is an undercover FBI agent, and he's pretending that he's an ice hockey player at this school. And then she becomes friends with him, And then she goes undercover with him to try and find out who is dealing these drugs, and because it's starting to kill people in their town, who is dealing these drugs. And I thought it was a bit far fetched, because I didn't think they'd really have her go undercover. She's only like just turned 18, like it's just a bit weird. But overall, it was okay. It was okay, but I didn't really rate it that much. I was expecting to be massive, really good, and I only gave it 2.5 stars. So that was it. I'm hoping to read more this month. I've just started on another Matt Haig book, which is The Midnight Library. I'm only a couple of pages in so far, and so far I'm loving it. And I'm also listening to an audiobook, which is by Paul Tremblay, The Survivor Song, which is like about rabies pandemic by the sound of it. I'm only a few bits into that as well, so I don't really know how I'm feeling about that yet. The audio, the narrator, is a bit jarring, so we'll have to see. So yeah, 5 books this month, and hopefully I will read more, and hopefully I'll start making more videos and get my camera sorted out and get a better setup. Right, so just a short and sweet. Right, so bye. See you next month, hopefully.